Running a business online? Instantly build trust with your customers with a domain and matching professional email from GoDaddy so people know you mean business. And there's never been a better time. Visit GoDaddy.com/GD now, and you can get a domain and professional email plan for just 99 cents a month for 1 year. That's a little price for a lot of credibility. Choose the domain that's right for you and a professional email to match. Go to GoDaddy.com/GD now and look legit. That's GoDaddy.com/GD now. New customer purchases only. Products auto-renew separately. See terms on site.
Every holiday shopper's got a list, but Ross shoppers, you've got a mission. Like a gift run that turns into a disco snow globe, throw pillows, and PJs for the whole family, dog included. At Ross, holiday magic isn't about spending more. It's about giving more for less. Ross, work your magic.
This is Optimal Living Daily. What's the first big step toward loving yourself? By Irene Elias of selflovejunkie.com. And I'm Justin Malik. And we're going to jump right into today's post as we optimize your life. What's the first big step toward loving yourself? By Irene Elias of selflovejunkie.com. By now, you've heard that you need to love yourself. But how do you do that exactly, and where do you start? Because loving yourself can be overwhelming, and most people don't know where or how to start. We all have a critical voice, the voice that whispers, I'm too fat, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not good enough, I will never find love, I'm not courageous enough to follow my dreams, and on and on. As you know, this voice doesn't make you feel good, and listening to these thoughts affect your mood, behavior, and the decisions you make, and ultimately determines the quality of your life. The key is to become aware of your negative thoughts and not be afraid of your critical voice. When you resist this voice, the louder these negative thoughts become and the more frustrated you're going to get. And here's the paradox. The more you love yourself and your inner critical voice, the quieter these negative thoughts will become. You may be thinking, how so? Well, try to look at your critical voice as a wounded child who is afraid and needs your attention. Somewhere along the way, you picked up beliefs from what you were told as a child, your life experiences, what people have said to you, and messages from the media who are always flirting with your mind to look a certain way so that you can become more desirable to men and match society's idea of true beauty. Over time, the mind gets into the habit of thinking a certain way and automatically you believe what it tells you. But you are so much more than your mind. Your true self, your eternal spirit, already knows you're beautiful, whole, smart, good enough, lovable, and capable. If you try to just heal the mind on its own and neglect your spirit, you will always be haunted by these phantom thoughts. So don't get stuck on giving these thoughts so much credit, energy, and power. They're only just thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. With some willingness, commitment, and practice, you can easily switch your focus and retrain your brain to have your mind work with you, not against you. Now, let's keep this real. This isn't to say that you're going to be thinking positive thoughts 24/7. According to research, on average, we think 2,500 thoughts per hour. Phew, just thinking about that makes me feel tired. And these thoughts are usually on repeat. How many of these thoughts do you think are beautiful and empowering? I know for me personally, not all of my thoughts are beautiful, but what really matters are the thoughts that we choose to take ownership of, those that control our life that we need to become aware of. You can be positive and still have negative thoughts floating around in your mind. However, you get to choose which ones you're going to dance with. So your first step toward loving yourself is to change the way you talk about yourself. Here are 4 steps to help you get started to stop being a slave to your critical voice and become the CEO of your mind to create a better future and be happier in the now. Number 1, what are you feeding your mind? Become aware as to what and who you are listening to on a regular basis. What kind of tape is playing in your mind? Grab a piece of paper and write down all the negative thoughts that haunt you on a regular basis. Then make the intention to no longer choose to believe these negative thoughts. For example, you can say something like, from now on, I am free to think what I wish and I don't have to believe everything I hear. Number 2, love your inner critic. Let's say you keep having this one thought, I will never find love. Instead of allowing this to keep playing in your mind, you respond from a neutral place by saying, oh, it's you again. You know I've been listening to you for most of my life and I'm done with you. But before I let you go, I just want to ask you something. Where did you come from? Now become the detective in your own life and go back to connect the dots to discover where these negative thoughts came from. Once you approach a critical voice with a sense of curiosity and love, then you're out of the dark and not giving it power. Part of loving yourself is allowing your inner critic to come to the surface and marinating it with love. Number 3, choose one empowering thought. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, choose one negative thought that keeps playing in your mind on a daily basis. For example, let's say one of your limiting beliefs is, I am not good enough. Replace it with your soul truth, I am good enough. I believe in myself and my ability to create my dream future, or whatever it is you're desiring. You will need to repeat this new empowering thought daily and consistently. Why? Because you need to create new patterns of neural pathways in your brain that eventually lead your mind to think differently. Number 4, create a treasure yourself toolbox. The truth is, you are not always going to want to talk sweetly to yourself. This is why you need to do something daily that changes the way you think. If you find yourself stuck in a negative pattern and can't get out of it, stop what you're doing and physiologically do something different. For example, go outside into nature for 10 minutes and talk sweetly to yourself. Nature is fuel for the soul, says Richard Ryan. Create a treasure yourself jar and every day write down one quality you like about yourself. Before bed, read a page from an inspirational book. Work out in the morning to move out any negative energy. Watch a motivational video for 15 minutes during your lunch break. Listen to an inspirational podcast when cleaning your apartment. Listen to uplifting music when stuck in traffic. Journal for 10 minutes in the afternoon on your break. Do what works for you. All of these activities will help shift your energy and change the channel in your mind from a negative station to a more positive one. Your mind was designed to help you move forward and work in your favor. You have the power to control your mind and be whoever you wish to be in this moment. Instead of obsessing over the thoughts that don't serve you, start obsessing about what does make you feel good. It's a matter of making this a habit to think this way. You just listened to the post titled, What's the First Big Step Toward Loving Yourself? By Irene Elias of selflovejunkie.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary. We all know the struggle of the holiday gift hunt. You want something personal, but also want to avoid buying clutter. That's why I recommend Aura Frames. It makes holiday shopping incredibly easy because it's meaningful and looks beautiful in any home. My favorite feature is that you can preload photos before it even ships. I set one up where I added a welcome message and a whole album of memories. It connects to Wi-Fi, and you can share photos and videos effortlessly straight from your phone, keeping everyone connected all year long. Don't wait. Win the holidays now with Aura Frames. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code OLD at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code OLD. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. You know you want to start a business. What you may not know is how to make it a reality. GoDaddy Arrow's got you. It uses AI to help you find the domain name that's right for you. Next, answer a few prompts, and with a couple clicks, Arrow will design a professional-looking website or storefront in minutes. Arrow can even help you stay engaged with your customers. Just attach a professional email that matches your domain. With GoDaddy Arrow, you can build a business without having to know a thing about this stuff. Just visit GoDaddy.com to get started. That's GoDaddy.com. Premium features require paid subscription. See terms on site. Thank you to Irene. Patterns can be broken. It's not easy, but worth it. And she has some good ideas to try here. It's funny when she mentioned #1, what are you feeding your mind? And said to become aware as to what and who you are listening to on a regular basis. The first thing that came to my mind was that you're listening to this podcast right now, and that's a step in the right direction. It's more passive for sure, but after doing this for thousands of episodes, I do know that these ideas and principles work their way into your life. Now, that's not what she was talking about. She was talking about what was actually happening in our own minds, and that's fair enough. That could be powerful too. But I had to mention that listening to something positive every day is going to help, especially when there's a lot of negativity and fear-mongering out there. And then when she talked about choosing empowering thoughts, I also thought about our sleep affirmations show, Good Sleep. I think that's yet another tool that can be done a bit more passively, but it could help. It's all about replacing those limiting beliefs that she was talking about. So if you're not sure where to start, well, I think you already have by listening to this show. You could also give Good Sleep a shot if you want to add something into the mix as you're falling asleep. And with that, thank you for being here and listening every day and checking out our other shows. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.